Hey everybody, I'm Brenton with Younger Nissan, and I wanted to give you an introduction to the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Now just so you know, as a heads up, anybody that comes in to look to purchase a Nissan Rogue during this month, if you own a current Nissan, then you have the ability to get Nissan customer cash towards your new vehicle. Let's go ahead and get into the vehicle. Now the vehicle is a 3-cylinder turbo now, which also gives you increased gas mileage, but it gives you better power at the same time. It has 28 city and 35 highway for an estimated MPG of 31 miles per gallon. It's pretty awesome. You have your buttons right here to be able to go ahead and have easy access as you're trying to get into the vehicle, as long as the key fob is within 5 feet to be able to unlock the vehicle. This vehicle does come equipped with advanced emergency braking systems on the front and the rear with pedestrian detection, as well as lane departure assistance. Coming inside of the vehicle, you have your display right here, your drive assist display, which gives you the ability to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, upper trim levels of this vehicle does have the ability to have the wireless Apple CarPlay as well in the vehicle, so you can have full hands-free as well as wireless charging. The premium version of this vehicle also does end up coming with a panoramic moonroof in the vehicle. So right here, I wanted to go over a couple of things that are a little bit different that we have not maybe experienced in other vehicles. This blue button right here is called Pro Pilot Assist, which is an advanced cruise control for the vehicle. It's a semi-autonomous driving system that is hands-on, that will trace the vehicle in front of you. It will steer for you. If the vehicle in front of you comes to a full and complete stop, so will you, to be able to protect you while you are driving in your cruise control. This button right here will be able to change the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. Our shifter is a little bit different than what it used to be as well. And to be able to go into drive, you just press the button on the side and pull back towards you to go into drive. If you pull it back towards you again, it goes into a manual shifting mode where you can utilize the paddle shifters. Generally, we would utilize this to be able to get out of tight situations, like maybe if you got caught in the snow. Whereas you could put this into snow mode right here on the drive selector, and you would be able to go into a manual shifting mode to get you out of any possible danger, or if you were stuck inside of the vehicle, trapped in the snow or on the ice. To go into reverse, you would just push it forward, and that will activate your rear view camera, or if so equipped, your around the view monitoring system, which gives you a bird's eye view of the vehicle. If you do have the bird's eye view equipment on the vehicle, you would be able to hit the camera button a second time, and this will highlight the passenger side camera for when you're parallel parking, or maybe you need to get around a tight curb when you're going through a parking lot to make sure that you're not scuffing your rims. To be able to show the access to the back, as you can see, you have a lot of room in the rear seat of this vehicle. You do have your lightning charger ports, which are going to be on the back of the center console right there. On upper trim levels, you will also have tri-zone temperature control settings to where you can go ahead and set your own temperature controls for the rear side of the vehicle. This one does have a manual lift gate, but other ones will have a power lift gate that are in upper trim levels, including the SV Premium version of the vehicle. You see that this is going to be different from the previous rendition of this model, as it doesn't have the upper panels, and they do not come inward anymore as they did in the 2020 and previous models. Now this also ends up giving you 6 square cubic feet of more room for your cargo, which I found to be essentially very useful for me because I like to travel a lot. The other versions will also have the ability to have a kick open lift gate on this vehicle, as well as it would be right here, and you would just do a simple in and out motion underneath of the vehicle to be able to open and close the rear cargo hatch. So I wanted to go a couple of things on the Moroni sticker. Now, as you can see, we have an overall vehicle safety rating of a 5-star rating. Rated by the International Highway Safety Commission, the Nissan Rogue is actually rated as the safest SUV in its class. Active brake assist or rear view monitor, emergency braking systems on the front and the rear, blind spot protection. You have your lane departure assistance in this vehicle, as well as intelligent lane intervention on the vehicle, which utilizes an internal braking system to be able to go ahead and mitigate when you're leaving your lane without knowing or putting on a turn signal. We also utilize that with the blind spot protection as well, which you can turn on or off on your drive assist settings behind your steering wheel. Now what this would do is it uses an internal braking system to be able to guide you back into the lines of the road if you do not put on your turn signal while you're trying to leave a lane. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I know when I'm leaving a lane without putting on my turn signal. Realistically, I want to know when I don't know I'm leaving a lane without putting on my turn signal. This could be something that saves my life from me going off of the road, or maybe into another vehicle with the blind spot protection that we have incorporated onto this vehicle. I just want to thank you for joining us on the introduction to the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Come and see me any day right here at Younger Nissan in Frederick to let me help you get into a new ride.